Hey folks, Green Stuff Gav here. This week we're going to continue our Necromunda 95 with building ourselves a gang roster. Now, I've obviously, as we said, I've been playing this since 95, and back when I was at school with my friend Adam, we used to have to write everything out by hand because Battlescribe and that wasn't a thing. So shout out to Adam and his son Danny who watch the channel. And before we begin, we'll start going through gang creation. Now, I had to dig through this book, and I've actually got, this is how we used to do it before we had like Yak Tribe and Battlescribe and all that. You'd have to sit down and obviously printers and photocopiers weren't a thing, or weren't as readily available. So we often had to sit and write out all our gang lists. So there you go. There's an old school gang list. 1,000 creds though. So anyway, so Necromunda, the difference with Necromunda 95 and current Necromunda, everyone has their own individual lists, whereas in Necromunda 95, everyone used the same list. And then how you equipped your gang would affect your how it would play. Now, if we can see there, there we go. So you get 1,000 creds to spend. Must have 3 fighters. Must have 1 leader. As many gangers as you like. Up to 2 heavies. And we'll have the gang to be Juves. So we'll start. I'm going to be using the Delaque gang. I'd like to build one, and yeah, thought we'd go through. We'd look at the list. So I'm starting with a gang leader. I will name everyone later, but so let's start here with a leader. Now they cost 120 creds to hire. I won't worry about any of the stats, but they can basically take anything from any of the weapons lists. Now I will start with let's give him a plasma pistol. Now normally I tend to go for like 6 gangers all with las guns, and then 2 specials, and then play about with creds afterwards. But for this, I want to get a wide range of weapons in there, because obviously we'll be showing you folk how to play and that on the old videos. So 25 for a plasma pistol. So we've got clubs, swords, clubs, chain flail, massive axes. Let's have a Deckers. Melee weapons. Again, I'd normally just bung a sword in there, but I'm going to try mixing up some of the melee weapons, I think. So if we look at clubs are strength +1. Swords are normal strength but may parry. So parrying in combat means you can force your opponent to re-roll a dice, which is nice. They're both the same amount of creds, so we can see here. I really can't. I don't know why this is struggling to focus. So we've got swords 10, clubs 10. I'm going to go for a club, just because that'd be useful early game, I think, that extra point of damage. Now, the difference with, I do believe, in Necromunda 95, you can be armed with as many weapons as you like. 1 heavy weapon. Yeah, anyway, Talking of which, I'm going to go on and bung a couple of heavies in there, because they are really expensive and you really want to start with them, because your heavy weapons are, although your heavies are only 10 creds more, their weapons are really expensive. Because they are basic stat lines, but it's access to special and heavy weapons. So I'm going to put 2 heavies in, 60 each. Now you might have seen on the previous gang I went for 2 flamers because that's quite ridiculous. But in this I'm going to mix it up. I'm still going to take a flamer. So we can see like the cost in creds. 40 creds isn't too bad because an auto gun's 20. But your heavy weapons are really expensive. Now, although he's got a flamer, I'm probably going to give him... You come with a knife. Everyone comes with a melee weapon. So by taking a pistol will give you an extra attack. So I'm also going to go for a las pistol on top of that because they're really reliable. The problem with flamers is they have to take an ammo check every time they fire. So they quite often fire once and then run out of ammo. So having a backup las pistol is a good idea. Now there's a wide range of heavy weapons. Missile launcher, but you pay for your ammo on top. Las cannon, which the Delaque came with. Really expensive, but really powerful. But I'm going to go with the old favourite, the heavy stubber. Which is 120 creds. So he's at 180, he's 115, 140, 155. So that's already a huge amount of creds there. Now I always start with 5 gangers because they're the ones that earn you credits between games. So you need a minimum of 5 really to get the maximum out of your territories, because everyone starts with 5 gangers. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gangers. Jews can't work territories. So now, as noted, I always go for las guns. Like all 5 of these would have las guns, but because I'm going to mix them up for the games, I'm going to go for 2 las guns. They are really reliable because their ammo roll is 2+. So that's 25. This guy's going to have a las gun as well. So they're going to go to 75 creds each. Could go for an auto gun, but shotguns are the same, so I'm going to go for a pair of shotguns. Actually, I don't think you can see that, so let's go here. Auto guns, bolt guns. Bolt guns really expensive and run out of ammo on 6 is to not run out of ammo, 1 in 6. So I'm going to go for a couple of shotguns. The good thing with shotguns, you can add extra ammo later. They come with solid shots and scatter shots, which are small blasts. So we'll stick with that. So let's go for, let's see, so that 50, 60, 70, 70, 140. I'm going to have to get a calculator out for that. Lots of math off the top of my head. So we've got 155, 115, 80, 75, 75, 70, and 70. Brings us to 740 creds. So that's 740 by there. So it gives us 2789, yeah, 260. So let's go for a melee guy, I reckon. So we could go for las pistol and a sword, because this person can run around with the flamer. Give them a bit of backup. Las pistol 15, remarkably cheap. Sword is 10. 50, 60, 75. See, for the creds cost of that, I still think las guns are better, but that's a bit boring to go for everyone the same. So, but let's throw an auto pistol in anyway. So that takes us to 890. Now we could scatter some Juves in there, but the new Delaque doesn't come with any Juve models, so probably going to bang another ganger in there, I reckon. 890. And let's throw an auto gun in there because we haven't got one. I'm going to start just mixing in random weapons now. So he comes in at 70. So 960. Gives us 40 points to play about with. So tell you what is 40 points, or 40 creds rather. I'm going to bang a flamer straight on my leader. Go on. So the leader's going to have a plasma pistol, club, and a flamer. 195. So we got a leader with flamer, plasma pistol, and club, so he can run up close, set people on fire, and then melee them. Heavy with a flamer and las pistol, again setting people on fire. Heavy with a heavy stubber to sit up top somewhere, rain down fire. 2 las guns, again sit up high. 2 shotguns are quite mid-range. 2 melee guys and a guy with an auto gun. So I don't know how auto guns play. So if we do some math, 195, 15, 2, 3, 10, 390, 490. Needs 70, 140, 150, gives us 640. The 2 there, that takes us to 780 because we paid for the flamer. 575 and 90 is exactly 1,000 creds. So that gives us the basics of our gang. Now there's a few other bits and pieces to a gang roster. I don't know where they put the rosters in this edition. The main thing is your territories. You get 5 territories. So when you roll on this D66 chart. But what I will do, I think we'll do that in another video, because that gives us our basic list, so we can get some guys assembled. I'm going to do this again for an Escher gang. Theoretically, I could just copy that. I could just copy the same gang list, but I'll have a poke through my Escher collection and write an Escher list so we can have a demo game. As always, thanks for watching and have fun.